This is the Ultimate Medieval Remake Trophy Guide, your most complete path to the Platinum. Every trophy detail, strategy, and shortcut covered. Use the timestamps in the description below to jump right to the trophy you need. Let's dive right in. We're kicking things off with the progress towards the Master Dan at Arms trophy, which unlocks once you've collected every weapon in the game. Dan's script makes it easy. Right at the start you'll find the throwing daggers, small sword and a copper shield all in one spot. Grab these before moving on. They're impossible to miss. Next up we're making headway on the Healthiest Man Alive Dead trophy. This one pops after you've collected all life bottles. Luckily Dan's script also hides your first life bottle, because apparently even the dead need a health plan. Why someone locks a life bottle on the crypt is anyone's guess. Now let's add to our Book of Galamir for the Morten Would Be Proud trophy, which requires unlocking every entry. You'll pick up info on Dan, Morten himself, those know-it-all gargoyles, and the big bad Zarok. The next life bottle will be found in a graveyard level. Just where the angel statue is situated, you just go left up the hill, there the life bottle will be. Now for the first trophy you should unlock, which is the Decimator, which you need to defeat enemies with the spinning attack 20 times. However, let's be honest, that's the only reason you would actually use this attack. Onward to our first chalice for the progress towards the King of Cups trophy. Collect all chalices to unlock it, but for now, grab the one near the angel statue in the graveyard level. Finally, we unlock two more Book of Galamir entries. The ever honest merchant gargoyles and those not so bright zombies who think a 100-year-old skeleton's brain is a delicacy. Good luck to them. We finally unlock our first weapon from the Hall of Heroes, where Kennyton provides us with a well-timed crossbow. We also score another entry in the Book of Galamir, namely for the Heroes. So the Deathly Smorgasbord trophy unlocks when you've died in 7 different ways, like being smashed by zombies or falling into water as Daniel cannot swim. You need to see the game over for it to count. This trophy is glitched however, but if you follow this guide it'll unlock no problem. So a shocking lack of respect unlocks once Dan, the hero, smashes 100 gravestones. We're sure we're the good guy here? We start off another progress trophy, this time Witch's Familiar, which will unlock once you've completed both Witch's quests. However, to summon them, you would need the Witch's Talisman, which is located in the cave where you find the chalice in Cemetery Hill. So in the same room as the Witch's Talisman, you will find floating nicely the second chalice. Very nice. You unlock 2 additional entries into the Book of Galamir, which is the Boulder Gargoyles and the Headless Zombies, which will never have a bad hair day in their lives again. Back in the Hall of Heroes, Kennyton gives us a lovely green bottle and one step closer to unlocking the trophy. We're now back forcing Daniel to die in 2 additional ways, namely being crushed by a boulder and falling into lava. Ouch. Remember how we got the chalice? Well, you need to get the club to break the boulder and get access as well as counting towards this trophy. So for our third trophy you will need to run up the hill in Cemetery Hill without getting hit by a boulder. You can do this anytime, but while we're here, why not? Start off running straight for the hill, as you can make some progress before the boulders come rolling down. You can take a breather on the top step, just make sure you hold the block button down. Reason being that the red boulder sometimes takes a shortcut on the steps, but always keep the top step. Take your time and go from step to step. Once at the top and no damage has been taken, the trophy will unlock. The Gimme That Back trophy will unlock once you've killed an imp that has stolen a weapon from you. So kill the imp and pick up your weapon again. The chalice is located near the phantom of the mausoleum. You need to get the phantom sheet and give it to him, and once the ghoul is happy, he will open a secret wall and you can collect the chalice. Now we have a triple threat in unlocking trophies. To unlock a Painful Demise, not so armless and mostly armless, defeat the stained glass demon with just your arm. No other weapons very important. Now this might sound like a tough trophy, but this boss is very easy. The boss has 3 phases on repeat. The first phase he will throw shards of glass at Daniel. He will then reveal his only weakness, like a fool, and this is your time to strike. He will then shoot a string of glass at Dan, so just run away. And the second phase he will jump and throw a row of glass at Daniel. After a while he will again reveal his weakness, and again throw your arm and he will blast laser which will encase Dan in a wall of glass. No worries, just keep on smacking the attack button until you break the glass. And the first phase he will jump, throw glass and then reveal his only weakness again, and you can attack and let his blast go off. Then it starts over. So keep with the strategy and the boss will shatter into pieces in no time, and unlocking you 3 nice trophies in the process as well. So now we continue with our progress towards unlocking the Deathly Smorgasbord trophy by falling into the pit and getting stabbed by some glass spikes. But we will wait until the haunted ruins to finally unlock this trophy. We unlocked the Phantom, imps, and a glass jaw himself, the stained glass demon. We finally get some hammer time when we get, well, the hammer. We now return to Dan's crypt and smash some barriers and a wall down and unlock the Are For Chumps trophy. We now get rewarded with a nice bottle and one step closer to the trophy. Before we had to get good, we could cheat. This pays homage to that time when you need to input one of the original cheats in-game while in the pause menu. Input the code displayed on screen. Once done, the trophy will unlock. To unlock this trophy, become a dick and smack the hands for it to unlock. They are your biggest cheerleaders, by the way. This is the earliest part to get the silver shield, and one more step closer to the trophy. The chalice is located in the end of the level before the big boss fight, in the cave section, you know, between a rock and a hard place. Fine then, you won't miss it, but don't forget it. To unlock the Wolfsbane trophy, you need to beat the bosses, the guardians of the graveyard. Get out your hammer and smack them to oblivion once they become material. That is it. Very quick one this. You unlock 3 entries in the Book of Galamir, namely the Betrayed, Severed Hands, the Graveyard Wolves, and the most useless boss ever, the Guardians of the Graveyard. Okay, now we go into the Ant Caves. The Witch of the Forest requires you to get her 7 ambers, and she will give you some chicken drumsticks for your troubles. The amber pieces are scattered throughout the level, and there's a lot more than 7, so don't worry about the quantity. They are typically found in the lavas or in intersections. You will also find a few in the area just before the Ant Queen. Check in the video on the areas where I found all the amber pieces. So, in the Ant Caves level you need to free 6 fairies.
and they will grant you access to the Hall of Heroes once all 6 has been freed. They are found in nooks and there's different colored ambers trapping these creatures. Make sure to smash the cages with your hammer to free one. And after the boss fight they will hand you over the lovely chalice. Check the video for the exact locations. So to unlock the antagonist trophy, you would need to deal with the queen herself. The strategy is quite simple. Get out your amber and take care of ants heading your way. Then once the queen looks up to shriek, that's when you strike. You wallop her with your best available long range weapon. Rinse and repeat. Once done, the trophy will unlock. So you will unlock 6 whopping more entries in the Book of Galavir, namely those dragon toads, poisonous plants, very original name, forest witch, fairies, ants, and Her Majesty herself, the Queen Ant. Once you get to the Hall of Heroes, you get a smackdown in words as well as a broadsword to ease the pain. This can be done once you have the hammer. To unlock this you have to consume 32 energy vials for partial or potions trophy and 10,000 gold for the Sir Moneybags trophy. Go back to Dan's script and run the same pattern as in the video. This is the quickest way and should unlock in the next 40 to 45 minutes. Once they're done, the partial to potions and Sir Moneybags will be unlocked. So once you have the broadsword, go to a merchant and enchant it. That's it. To unlock the Impaired Driver's Trophy, you need to defeat the imps driving the big robots in the Scarecrow Fields level. Just run between their legs and shoot them from behind. Once the second mini-boss is defeated, the trophy will unlock. There's a joke in there, I'm not gonna make it. To get the chalice, you would need to find the harvester part at the end of the level and return to the barn and put it back in the harvester, hence the harvester spot. This will trigger a cutscene and then you need to follow the path to the chalice and then get the chalice. And just next to the chalice is a life bottle. Make sure to pick it up. You unlock a few entries in the Book of Galamir, namely Kulkutura, the Serpent Lord, or aka your best friend, Scarecrows who are not your friend, Mad Farmers who's not angry, Mecha Imps, and the shortcut from the devs, Corn Killers. The chalice in Pumpkin Gorge is located in the hidden path. Once you have broken the wall, you fell down the path and into the arms of the chalice. In the Hall of Heroes, you will get a stick with a pointy end called a spear. So you will unlock 2 additional entries in the Book of Galamir, namely Pumpkin Plants, oh Pumpkin Bombs. To unlock the Pumpkin Pumpkin trophy, you need to defeat the Pumpkin Serpent. Now, the original game's version was extremely easy, so this was quite an improvement they made on the boss in the remake to have better mechanics. So once you hit it, its HP to a certain point, it will protect itself, and you would need to find pods to destroy before it fully restores its health. You will get a visual clue where the pods are. Then you rinse and repeat. Just watch out for the mobs as they can do some serious damage, but you should be able to clear this boss easy peasy. Once defeated, you will unlock the trophy. So once you've dealt with the boss, there will be a well you can jump in and get a chalice. Go speak to the pumpkin witch after you've defeated the boss, and she will give you a dragon gem and unlock the trophy. In the Hall of Heroes, you will not get a short bow, but a long one. You will unlock 2 entries in the Book of Galabian, namely the Pumpkin Witch and the Pumpkin King. That's also rumored to be one of the Narnia books that is lost, but it's not confirmed. To unlock this trophy, you would need to complete the Sleeping Village without damaging the Mad family, meaning no hitting or dashing into them as well. This is actually easier than it sounds. Just be patient, and your biggest challenge will be when not getting them hit. Or when getting the earth ruined, make sure that the coast is clear and you use your arm to break the barrels. Then just make sure to complete the level and this trophy will unlock. So the chalice can be found near the mayor's house. Make sure to pick it up and not gawk at his house. In the Hall of Heroes, you will get the unbreakable but also breakable gold shield. You will unlock 3 entries into the Book of Galamer, namely rats, townspeople and the boiler guards. The chalice is behind the elephant that's very scared of the mouse and is part of the 3rd riddle. You will unlock 3 entries into the Book of Galamer, namely Jack of the Bold, the Green, Hedges and Magged Marks. In the Hall of Heroes, you will get an axe from a very canny man. So the chalice is located at the very end of the level, near where you'll find the mayor, as well as the dragon gem coming up. Get the dragon gem as you would need to summon a dragon later in the game to progress. You unlock 2 additional entries in the Book of Galamer, namely the mayor and the headbangers. I hear they're touring the USA later in the year. In the Hall of Heroes, you get another longbow, but this time with fire. So in the room where you did the puzzle to free the shadow demons and basically destroy the land, just make sure to go back and get the chalice. This is one of the harder bosses in the game, and you would need to defeat both demonettes to unlock this trophy. Get out your flaming longbow as it does continuous damage. They tip the platform, so make sure you run in the opposite direction to avoid falling off. Continue attacking and the first of the two bosses will fall, then just focus on killing the last one. Before long, you will be victorious and the trophy will unlock. You unlock 3 entries into the Book of Galavir, namely the Shadow Demons, the Dragon Bird, and the Demonettes. So in the Lake of the Dead, you actually need to jump over a gap to get this light bottle. It's on the opposite end where you're going to have to get a lost soul down that ramp. Okay, then on the opposite side of this level, you'll find the chalice. So yeah, good luck. Don't fall in the water. So you unlock 4 entries into the Book of Galamir, namely Armored Knights, Mud Knights, Tentacles, and Ghouls. In the Hall of Heroes, you will be awarded the legendary Magic Sword. So throw one of your chicken drumsticks and it will turn an enemy into a chicken roast. You have to eat it for this trophy then to unlock. Okay, get out that flaming longbow and shoot enemies 50 times. Once done, the arsonist trophy will unlock. The chalice is located in a room near the end of the level. Make sure to get it. You unlock 4 entries in the Book of Galamir, namely Dragon Elephants, Fish Monsters, Watchers, and the Guardians of Mellowmead. In the Hall of Heroes, you will be awarded the even more legendary Magic Longbow. So you need to throw 42 chicken drumsticks to unlock this trophy, meaning, unfortunately, you will need to complete the Ant Caves twice to have enough ammo to complete this trophy requirements. To unlock Wacko Worm, you need to defeat the dragon in the Crystal Caves. This battle is different from the original, where the dragon is a lot quicker than it was, and a lot more random. But to damage it, you need to hit the ground with your hammer or club so that the rock hits its head. Note that the rock falls clockwise from you where you hit. Remember this, because to unlock the stop hitting yourself, you need to hit yourself with the rocks that falls down, proving that Daniel is actually a hardhead. Once enough of the boulders hits the dragon, the boss trophy will unlock. After the dragon boss fight, pick up the dragon armor and become instantly cool. So the chalice is at the beginning of the level, so track back before exiting. So you unlock 2 entries in the Book of Galamir, namely the Rhinotaurs and the Mean Old Dragon. We finally come to a point where we unlock the Master Man-at-Arms trophy. For our last weapon we get lightning. Now we can go and zap enemies as much as we want. Well, now we encounter the other serpent, not the bad one. So all you have to do is murder it with your magic sword and it'll die instantly. So after all the gates have been unlocked, make sure to backtrack and get the chalice. In the Hall of Heroes, you will get another crossbow. No, I'm lying. No, it's just another life bottle. So you will unlock 3 more entries in the Book of Galamir, namely the Condemned, the Mummy, their sequels, and the Serpent of Galamir. So we can finally unlock the Deadly Smorgasbord. Once you get to the point where the castle needs to be destroyed, just wait your time out and the trophy will unlock. Whilst making your escape, make sure to pick up the chalice near the catapult. It's in the first section of the game. In this section after this level, you will unlock 7 additional entries in the Book of Galamir. Hold on to your butts cause I'm naming them all, namely the Chicken, Captain Farmers, King Peregrine, Vulture, Mace Knight, Stone Golem, and last but not least, the Jabberwocky. The chalice will be up in the crow's nest in the area just before you go in to meet the Ghost Captain. This fight is quite difficult and you need to blast the captain with the cannon. Get out your dragon armor so you can set off the cannons and switch to your magic sword to smash the mobs. Just do this and this fight will hopefully be over in no time. You will unlock 3 entries into the Book of Galamir, namely the pirate crew, pirate officers, and the captain. To unlock this trophy, you have to zap imps with the lightning until they die. Once you've zapped enough, you will unlock this trophy. So the chalice is located in the room with the waterfall. And it is surprisingly dry as well. The first soul is located next to the chalice in the waterfall room. This will kick off this section. After you've completed the level, go back to the sleeping village and kill the fish jumping out of the lake. Near the mayor's house, you will find the next soul. Then in the graveyard in the beginning of the level, head left for the next soul. Hit the angel until it looks forward and summon the soul. Complete its quest. Next we head to the Scarecrow Fields. You have to complete the Soul's Gauntlet. In the beginning of the level, pick up the soul between the houses. In Cemetery Hill, go to the corner and pick up the soul head and head to the cave and kill all the ants to lay the soul to rest. Then return to the graveyard, pick up the soul in the beginning of the level, and atop the hill smack all the hands. Head to the asylum next and with the help of Kultura, kill all the inmates. By the end of the level, pick up the soul. Off to Pumpkin Gorge and pick up the soul in one of the houses. Atop the hill, kill the shadow demons. Pick up the soul in the Pumpkin Serpent level, then proceed to kill the plants after the boss fight. Then head to the Hilltop Mausoleum and pick up the soul in the beginning of the level. Then gather the sheets for the Phantom, and once enough has been gathered, give it to the soul, and the souls will be laid to rest. Next we head to the asylum grounds. Pick up the soul, proceed to kill all the Rhinotaurs. Proceed to kill all the treasures. Proceed to get all the treasures with the crystals in the crystal caves. Then proceed to pick up the soul. Then head to the pools of the dead and pick up the soul. Then beat the guardian of the lake in a game of tag. To the gallows gauntlet. Next then pick up the soul. Then beat the large lad in a race. Off to the submerged village and kill the Rat King. Remember to pick up the soul. And off to the enchanted forest and kill the weeds at the merchant. Pick up the soul on top. Onwards to Peregrine's castle. Pick up the soul. Defeat the Serpent of Calamere and pick up the soul on the deck of the ship. And in the top section in a crow's nest, dodge the giant van. Then head to the time machine and put the time per video. Then pick up the soul near the Chalice of Souls. Then head back to where it all started and kill the dragon toads. Once this unlocks, a very nice and cool Easter eggs unlocks as well. The chalice is located where the crystals meet and that laser goes through, and you need to shoot all the lasers to the crystals for it to unlock. And the final health bottle is located near a clock in the beginning, so set the clock to the right time and then the life bottle will be yours. Then in the Hall of Heroes, go speak to the last hero and she will provide you with the last life bottle. And then as well, both trophies will unlock. You unlock 2 entries in the Book of Caliban, namely Flying Clocks and Flying Eyeballs, but luckily no flies. To unlock this trophy you must use up all your life bottles and health in the final battle, but fail as well. So this battle is not so difficult. Get your magic sword and the boss will run around trying to attack. Once his horse is on his hind legs, proceed to smack it with your sword. Rinse and repeat. Remember to kill the mobs in between attack phases. After this battle you unlock 3 entries, namely the Vazgul, Lord Kardok and Zarok's Beast Transformation, and the trophy. This trophy will unlock once you've defeated Zarok. Zarok has a few phases, but all you need to do is whip out your magic bow. Zarok will spit acid and before you and he will stand back and once his shield will disappear, meaning that you can attack him, and once his health hits below 50%, he will channel and learn to meditate and summon lightning. Now shoot him with your magic bow and his end will soon be. And with that, you have unlocked Medieval's Platinum. Well done! And lucky everyone, and if this guide helped you, please like, share and subscribe. See you again next time.